Chris Wray, the FBI director who signed off on a raid of Trump's personal home, announcing his resignation today, with Kash Patel on the way into town to replace him anyway. Wray writing, after weeks of careful thought, I've decided the right thing for the Bureau is for me to serve until the end of the current administration in January and then step down. Trump responding, the resignation of Christopher Wray is a great day for America, as it will end the weaponization of what has become known as the United States Department of Injustice, adding Kash Patel is the most qualified nominee to lead the FBI in the agency's history and is committed to helping ensure that law, order, and justice will be brought back to our country again and soon. Reporters caught up with Kash Patel earlier today. Take a listen.
Sorry, what's your reaction to Wray's resignation?
We look forward to a very smooth transition at the FBI, and I'll be ready to go on day one.
Ready to go on day one. There you have it. Mike Benz is the executive director at the Foundation for Freedom Online, a former State Department official. Nobody knows the deep state better. Mike, good to see you again. The resignation is official. I guess the question we're all wondering is, are Americans actually going to be able to feel a change in justice and at the DOJ in this country?
I think so. As many problems as the FBI has institutionally, at the end of the day, it really does come down to people, especially people at the top of senior leadership who authorized the rank and file to go on the fishing expeditions and essentially the career ruination and domestic spycraft that the FBI has become infamous for, especially over the past 4 years.
I mean, it seems that these institutions have been this way for a while. What kind of safeguards do you think they have in place to firewall against a Kash Patel and a Pam Bondi and et cetera?
Well, they have so many. Number one is, I always say the FBI is where evidence goes to die. There's probably no more creative institution on planet Earth on all of the ways that you can destroy pivotal evidence. If folks remember, during Crossfire Hurricane, there was the notorious series of system updates and upgrading of their cyber systems that magically resulted in every single FBI agent's phones being wiped so that the text messages about the origins of Crossfire Hurricane could not be accessed. Then, of course, in the famous Epstein case, where both of the security cameras malfunctioned and then the pages went missing in the visitor's log, and then with the January 6th pipe bomber, which the FBI has been, we are told, investigating now for almost 4 years. They've not uploaded a single new video file since September 2021. This person was walking barefoot. Was walking on foot for 90 minutes. Through the pretty much the hometown turf of the national security state. The FBI told us that they were not able to get any of the data from that person's cell phone, even though the cell phone companies have now come out and say the data was not corrupted when they sent it to the FBI. And so, there is very likely going to be a very serious, very heavy deletion of all self-incriminating evidence from the FBI. And I think that was what motivated what we just learned this week with this new Inspector General report showing that the FBI was spying on 20 Republican members of Congress and their staffers who were investigating the FBI. It was almost as if the FBI was spying on them to stay ahead of their investigation of the FBI so they would know what evidence to delete as soon as they saw what the investigators were looking at.
The experts that we always see on CNN and places like that, I kind of feel like when they talk about the apparatus of this and how it all works, they would probably say that there might be some ugly things there, but it's run this way to protect this country, and the regular average American wouldn't understand. The ones that want to just completely flip this thing upside down, like Trump, and clean it out, have no idea what they're getting into. What do you think of that assessment? Because I think that's how a lot of the deep state people believe. That's what they think.
Well, if you believe that Santa Claus is real and the Easter Bunny is real, then you can believe that the FBI is a typically good institution with a few bad apples. Now, the FBI is essentially a political animal that is used, when there are domestic political fights between, and it's supposed to be a fair fight in politics. The FBI, whoever's in power, can use it as essentially that, index finger trick to rig the normal democratic process. That is what was done to sabotage Trump from 2016 to 2019 with the Bob Mueller probe, frankly, the Russiagate hoax, which ran through the FBI. It was used For the FBI to systematically target virtually every class of supporter of President Trump in the run-up to the 2024 election, from his lawyers to journalists to people at parent-teacher meetings. And so
it's amazing.
We do need very serious reforms, but I've never been more inspired about the potential for change. I don't think the FBI has ever seen someone come in with such a commitment to turn it into a museum of deep state history. But frankly, that is the only thing that can make it be a trusted institution again, is for it to do its naked lab.
Yeah. Well said. It is going to be so interesting to see in so many ways what this government does, especially this first year. Mike Benz, thank you, sir. We appreciate it.
Thanks so much.